You've seen the headlines. You've seen the memes. But behind the messy clips and viral jokes is a story Hollywood hopes you'll forget. This is how Johnny Depp's legal battles nearly destroyed his career, and how he flipped it into one of the biggest comebacks the movie business has ever seen. Part 2. The Rise of an Icon. Before courtrooms and lawsuits, Johnny Depp was Hollywood's favorite misfit. He wasn't the typical leading man. He was the rebel, the weirdo, the chameleon who could vanish inside any role. In the 80s, 21 Jump Street made him famous. But Johnny hated being a teen idol. He burned that image down fast, working with cult directors like Tim Burton. Edward Scissorhands turned him into an artist, not just a heartthrob. By the 2000s, Pirates of the Caribbean changed everything. Captain Jack Sparrow made Disney billions, and made Depp one of the highest-paid actors alive. At his peak, he could demand $20 million a movie plus back-end profits. He wasn't just a star, he was a cash machine. But the same rebellious streak that made him a legend would also drag him into courtroom hell. Part 3. The Marriage That Shook Hollywood. In 2012, Depp met Amber Heard on the set of The Rum Diary. They married in 2015. To outsiders, they were Hollywood royalty, a power couple of beauty and edge. But behind the scenes, the marriage was a nightmare. Fights, accusations, secret recordings, photos, leaks. The world got a front-row seat to a relationship imploding in real time. When they divorced in 2016, Amber filed for a restraining order, claiming Johnny was abusive. He denied everything, claiming he was the one abused. Suddenly, the rebel hero became a villain in the tabloids. Studios panicked. Brand deals vanished. And for the first time in decades, Johnny Depp's career was on life support. Part 4. The $50 million defamation gamble. Most celebrities hide when scandal hits. Not Depp. In 2018, Amber wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post calling herself a survivor of domestic abuse without naming Johnny directly. But everyone knew who she meant. Johnny fired back with a nuclear move. He sued her for defamation, demanding $50 million in damages. He claimed her words ruined his reputation, cost him Pirates 6, and made him unhireable in Hollywood. It wasn't just about money. It was about clearing his name in front of the entire world. Part 5. The UK trial nobody talks about. Before the big Virginia trial that broke the internet, Depp sued the Sun newspaper in the UK for calling him a wife-beater. He lost. The UK court sided with the tabloid. Headlines screamed, "Depp loses wife-beater case." Many thought it was over, that he'd vanish into obscurity. And Part 6. The internet picks a side. When the Virginia defamation trial began in 2022, no one could have predicted what would happen. Millions tuned in daily on YouTube. TikTok turned courtroom clips into viral memes. Depp's lawyers became celebrities. Amber's testimony was picked apart in real time by an army of internet detectives. The trial became more than a lawsuit. It was an internet war. Hashtags trended non-stop. Fan merch dropped. Reaction channels raked in millions in ad revenue just streaming the feed. It didn't feel like a trial. It felt like Hollywood reality TV, with Johnny as the anti-hero people rooted for. Part 7. The $15 million verdict. When the verdict dropped, it shocked Hollywood. The jury sided with Johnny, awarding him over $10 million in damages, later reduced but symbolically huge. Amber got $2 million in her counterclaim, but the public saw it as Depp's ultimate win. He posted a thank you note that broke Instagram records. He went from canceled to crowned. Hollywood took notes. Studios quietly opened doors again. Fans flooded his old movies with new streams. For the first time in years, Johnny Depp was back, and more bankable than ever. Part 8. How much did it cost him? Here's what most fans don't see. These battles were expensive. Johnny's legal fees easily ran into the tens of millions. He sold properties to fund his fight. At one point, reports said he spent $2 million a month on his lifestyle. Private islands, luxury wine, bodyguards. His estimated net worth dropped from over $400 million at his peak to around $100 to $150 million after legal fees, settlements, lost roles, and massive spending. But in the weirdest twist, the same lawsuits that drained him also saved him. The trial made him a hero to millions who felt he'd been wrongly canceled. Part 9. The Big Hollywood Comeback. Where is Johnny Depp now? After the trial, brands lined up again. Dior, which stood by him even at his lowest, signed him for a record $20 million fragrance deal, the biggest ever for a men's perfume. He booked new movie projects, not just acting but directing. In Europe, he's a bigger star than ever. Film festivals give him standing ovations. He's even touring with his rock band, the Hollywood Vampires. In true Depp fashion, he's not begging Hollywood for validation. He's building his own path back, on his terms. Part 10. What did it teach us? Johnny's legal mess shows how fragile celebrity empires really are. One op-ed can cost millions. One trial can turn the internet into judge and jury. But it also proves the power of loyal fans. Despite studios, press, and industry insiders counting him out, millions refused. Part 11. The money machine rolls on. Today, Johnny Depp is wealthier than he was a few years ago. Not just in dollars, but in power. The same studios that dropped him are making offers. Dior Sauvage ads are everywhere. Pirates fans beg Disney to bring him back. He might never see Pirates 6, but he doesn't need to. He's proven he can tour, direct, and license his image forever. He can sell art, NFTs, and even auction his old movie memorabilia. Part 12. The final twist. The best twist? Johnny Depp doesn't care about the system anymore. He knows Hollywood is fickle. He's building his life in Europe, away from the press. He's focusing on music, art, and indie films where no one can cancel him overnight. His story is no longer just about money. It's about survival in an industry that eats its own. So next time you see Johnny Depp on screen, remember, he's not just Captain Jack. He's living proof that the truth, once weaponized, can turn the world's biggest scandal into a comeback no one saw coming. If you loved this inside look at the world's biggest billionaire weddings, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the secrets behind the world's richest people. See you in the next video.